when a lot of my personal clients hire me, they're hiring me based on my expertise already. And my job as a personal stylist is never to change a person's individual style. It's only to enhance their style. So a lot of times when I get asked, how do your clients feel about you styling them or changing them, I say my clients usually feel great because I'm not changing who they are. All I'm doing is bringing out the best in who they are, and that's my job as a personal stylist. I don't manage. It's very difficult. I would love to say, oh, I'm this superwoman, I could do everything, but it's not that easy. I have a fantastic team at work, and honestly speaking, it all boils down to trust. I trust my husband to chip in when he can. I trust my team to do their part, and I trust those at home, my staff at home, to really just help me through with the kids. And it's not easy to balance. There's so many times that you feel so guilty. I feel so guilty so many times when I have to work late or I have to travel for work. But at the end of the day, when you have people that share your vision in whatever aspect of it is that they're involved in, then you're going to get the best that you can. I've been a stylist for a long time, and I knew that I'm getting older and my responsibilities are changing. And a way to really reach people and empower people is by product. There are people that there's so many people I can reach as a stylist. But when you have a product and there's something that you've made, it can transcend you. It can be around for a long time. So that was my way of being able to connect and being able to empower other people and employ jobs and create jobs for people by creating a product. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I did to set my brand apart was to merge my fashion and my love for beauty together. And with creating Vane Polish, I was able to create a color expert brand, which is my color expertise from fashion and styling, and put that into a bottle and present it to everybody to have a little bit of fashion and beauty. And that's what sets us apart. The names are so personal. They're so personal. Sometimes it comes really quickly. Sometimes it takes a long time. I know that I've had a lot of strategy meetings with my sister. She's my partner in the brand, and sometimes she'll have a list of names. For instance, I was coming up with the yellow polish, and we just kept throwing out names, and I was just like, it's not right, it doesn't feel right, that's just not the color, it's not working for me. And all of a sudden I'm like, when I think of yellow, what do I think of? I think of something bright. I think of something that makes me happy. And I remember growing up as a child, in the US, there's this orange juice that we used to drink. It's called Sunny Delight. And I remember drinking it and always being happy. And I'm like, that's it. That's the name. That's the name of the yellow. It makes me happy, Sunny Delight. So for me, it just has to come from within. I have to feel something. I have to feel a connection to that color. And sometimes I get the color first, and then the name, and sometimes I have a name, and then I just find that color, and I'm like, that's it. Yeah, well, I wanted the bottle to represent beauty. I know that with products, sometimes, a lot of times, people don't pay enough attention to the packaging, and when it came to polish, I wanted to have something that was beautiful to carry, something that when people look at it, they're like, oh, this is interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. I wanted something that would inspire conversation. I wanted something that you could put on a dressing table. I wanted something that you could travel with. You could make it as a part of an accent for you. And that's what my polishes do. So creating a beautiful bottle was very important to me, and that's what I did. Nigerians are not very open to change, and I got a lot of resistance at the beginning. A lot of resistance. People were like, oh, we already use so-and-so another brand. Why do we have to use your brand? Is it going to last? Why do you even need to have a nail polish? We already have so many other things we're using. So I got a lot of resistance. But I want to say that because I'm coming from a fashion background and I was already a household name in fashion, I was able to use that leverage to pull in people who already trusted who I am as a person, who could say, you know what, we know her work ethic. If Veronica's going to put out a product, her product is going to be great, and we're going to support that product. So using that platform, I was able to introduce it into the fashion industry as a lever, as an opening door. And later on, when they realized that I did have a fantastic, good product that was quality and it was long lasting, I think that that was a way for people to just accept the product and now make it a household name. So I thank everybody who's actually purchased the product. I love the merge of fashion in nail art. You can see one of the great things that happens is, for instance, Lagos Fashion and Design Week, we collaborate with them and we come up with nail designs or nail colors for the models. So one of the biggest trends that I've seen is the merging of nail polish and how it has created its own platform onto the fashion industry, which is like for every award season now, you can see that they're paying a lot of attention to the nail color and also using 3D nail art and also merging colors together. So a lot of collaborations with nail colors. But one of the biggest trends that I did really like that was recent was the chrome nails. I think that it was fun, it was engaging, it was really exciting. And I think that was one of the trends that stuck to me, that I remember. In beauty and in fashion, there's always collaborations. I think that that's a way to move forward in life. I think it's a way to empower each other. I think it's a way to build, and it's part of being a visionary. You can't succeed by yourself. So of course, Vane, we wouldn't be anywhere if we wouldn't think of collaborations. I'm really excited. I can't say who it is and I can't say exactly what we're gonna do, but I will tell you this, just stick with us this year and you're definitely gonna see collaborations with brands, collaborations with fashion houses, and of course, collaborations with your favorite celebrities. I see a lot of mistakes both in the salons and as well as even just with my friends, and mistakes that I made growing up using nail polish. One of the mistakes that people make all the time is that they don't use nail strengthener and treatments properly in the salons as well as at home. It's very, very important to use the treatments, which is your nail strengtheners, the cuticle oils, the nail hardeners, your base and your top coats. It's really important. These things are there to help your nails grow strong. They're there to help improve the growth and help to keep your polish long lasting. So it's one of the things that I try to urge people. We've come up with a whole range of nail treatments for customers to buy and consumers, and I try to encourage people to always make sure, if it's at the salon, even if your nail tech doesn't know, to always have your treatments with you. Use it at home, or encourage your nail technicians who are not aware or who are not educated on the fact that if you don't use these products, these nail treatments, then your nails can get damaged and you can have fungi and it can be life-threatening. And if you don't want these problems, then it's really good to use the proper nail care treatments. To me, beauty means so many things. Beauty means being kind. Beauty means being confident. Beauty means being generous with yourself, with your time. I feel like it comes from within, especially because I feel like if you're beautiful in here, then obviously it's going to translate on the outside. So more than anything, beauty to me is being confident in yourself and being confident in your lifestyle. I get asked this question all the time. What inspiration do I have for people who want to be like me? I don't think I'm there yet, but what I would say for anyone who wants to start a brand or start a business is to just definitely go for it. I'm somebody who's fearless in my approach to things, but I am very cautious with my steps. So while I will always say dream really big, always at the same time be cautious when you're taking the steps to your big dream. And always just go for it. You never want to get older and get to a point in your life where you regret. Regret is one thing that you can't get back. So if anything, I'll just say try it. And even if you fail, at least you can say you didn't do it out of fear. You did it out of confidence. So definitely dream.